Hello and welcome back to Infinifactory. Today we're going to work on teleporter experiment number 4. Dave, what do you got to say?
This is the last test. When we're done here, we're going to slip into the bunker and take whatever they have. There's likely to be a lot of useful equipment. Your job is to get it all out of there, so you'll be coming with us. I probably should have mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, Dave, you probably should have. Little crisscross pattern. This could be difficult, depending on how they come out. Oh, they come out as a crisscross. Okay, wasn't quite expecting that. So, let me see. No. Completely mislined that. Okay. So it comes out. Those get mamma-jammed. And really, I'm just looking for blocks that are going to turn the whole thing. It goes out here, those get destroyed, it gets turned. Okay, and now here we can do one sending it in and one sending it out, and that might do the job. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, not quite, not quite. Maybe here and here. Let's give that a shot and see what that does. Comes out. Yeah, I thought that might confuse it, but it works. So, okay. Get rid of all that. Okay, we gotta put a tack right there. And of course we could optimize this line, but we're not going to. Boop, boop, boop. And it actually, hold up. It actually didn't use this one at all, so. There you go. Doop, 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 doop. Beautiful. So now we just need to see how these things come out and figure out how we can reposition them into the unit we want. So they are coming out pretty immediately. But there is a hefty delay before the next one. So that's fine. I think the easiest thing to do is just build a huge pusher. Right there, and then every block back is a push. That's probably the simplest solution. Okay. And then everything here will be that, and we'll just put it into a welding system, push it off, and that'll be done. This is a pretty simple one. Okay, it's checkered, which is nice. So let's begin by building the welding station. And I think the easiest way to do this will be like that. So that's going to come on. It's going to be beautiful. And then yeah, this is actually going to be really nice. I'm very excited about the way this is going to work. The only concern is how tight these quarters are, but I think we can work with that. Like so. And that should actually be all we need to do. And we'll put... Hey, what? Let's put an optimized belt right there, and then we will do push conduit sensor here, and then we will do tack. And honestly, we might be overdoing this, but let's just put a frickin' giant welder. We probably don't need to weld it that well, but we might as well. So that should do the job. Let's see if I'm right. Okay, the giant welder's a problem. The giant welder's a problem. So I'm gonna try something different here. Don't know if it'll work. Oh, that doesn't have what I want anyway. I mean, this isn't a massive problem, I don't think. I mean, I think the actual solution here is pretty simple. And that would be, you know, stagger these a little bit. Like so. And then you would do okay, this one needs a sensor pushing system, like so. It actually probably doesn't need it, but we'll use it. We'll do it that way, and it should work out pretty well for us. Honestly, we don't really even need that, So let's do this the way I'm thinking about this. Let's do a little 5 ski right there, and then a dual welder right here. So that'll happen. Back welders don't work on this one. But that's okay. We can use front welders. You know, we've shown that. Boop. I mean, I'm thinking that's gonna do it. The only problem really is that they don't get welded together, but I think that can be solved with a couple side welders right here. So okay. Well, move the side welders to that spot, and I think you've got some action. Perfect. Alright. Let's make sure it does it one more time. Okay, go. That's all we needed. So let's do the talk through. So we have the whole thing come down. It's coming down on a straight line into the transporter until it hits the sideways line. Then it turns sideways, goes across, and at that point, once it's across, the only influence is the forward line, so it comes back forward until it hits the next sideways line. It's interesting that the side lines overpower it like that. I wouldn't have expected that to be the behavior, but it comes up until it hits the side line, it kills the first row, comes forward another step, kills the second row, comes forward another step, kills the third row. Very nice system, like that a lot. On this side, they're all 9 just coming out in order, because it killed it in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Killed it in order, so they come out in order, obviously. Once the 9th one hits, they all get shoved off. These 3 immediately drop, and they are going to go into a welding system with a triple delay. The center ones come out a step before they drop. They go into the same system, and the third one also comes out a step before it drops, and it goes into the same system. As they get pushed on, they get welded together. We've seen that 1,000 times. Once the third one hits on the back, god damn it, I keep pressing that wrong button. Once the third one hits on the back, it's long enough to hit this overhead conveyor. That will push the whole system out into the second one. And once it pushes that, the 2 get welded together. The front part's on a conveyor, so it pushes forward into the front system. And again, once it pushes it out, those 2 get welded together, and the whole system leaves. Pretty simple system. Very pleased with how it turned out. Can't ask for a lot more than that. Boop. Boop. I really like the way it gets deleted like that. That's a cool little system. That little read system I just made is pretty fucking cool. There it goes. Whole thing welded. Boop, boop, boop. Out it goes. Yep, really happy with this one. I think I did a pretty good job. Cycle score is right on the average, but footprint and block are way up. But, you know, that's what we've come to expect. the experiments are all over. Now we just need to make a surveyor and an anti-javelin satellite before we can do the final puzzle of the first resistance campaign. And I don't know if I mentioned this. I don't think I did. I looked at this after the last episode, or not the last episode, but after the last Overlord episode ended. I looked at this, and it seems like these bottom three are just for kind of a sandbox for me to just play around if I want to. So those don't seem to be missions for me. Test Zone X is just a place that's going to have, maybe infinite space, I imagine. I didn't actually go in there. I'm guessing infinite space and each block type available to me, and then I can set how many of each block are coming out. And then custom puzzles seem to be a place where I can save anything I really create there. And then I'm guessing Steam Workshop to be where I can download things that others have created. So as far as I can tell, we've got 3 more puzzles on the heist. I think 8 puzzles here. 2, 4, 6, 8 puzzles here on Production Zone 1. And then the Atropos Station, we have another 7 puzzles. So we're getting near the end, but we have still a lot of work to do. If they are as easy as these 4 experiments were, it's not going to be too much time, but we'll have to see. We're hitting 17 minutes right now, so I went through these experiments very fast. I imagine it's going to get a little more complicated now, but I don't know. Either way, that's it for this episode. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.